By your command.
Hi guys, we're back with the final reveal on our Moebius Battlestar Galactica Colonial Viper and Vampire Bat markings. Decent kit, much better than the old kit from the 80s. The weather up pretty good. Use the different markings on it so it just doesn't look like everybody else's Viper. There we go. I gotta quit doing videos in the middle of the night. We did a basic lighting kit on it. I did not use the photo etch set. Just used what was in the box plus some LEDs, and I think it came out pretty good. And we'll work our way around it here as best I can. We'll give her a little swing here. There's our engines operating in regular mode, and when I hit the turbo button we get that for the lighting. We've got the 5mm white LEDs in the center of the clear plastic part for the white light, and then I've got a red, white, and blue chaser running inside, reflecting off some mylar inside the engine's back out through the clear parts. So depending on how you angle the engines, kind of get a good view of it here, that you see the different colors, and then when we look at it from a different angle, different colors become dominant. Like this one right now, you're seeing mostly white, and I think you're seeing, look at the lens here, they're seeing mostly white on this one, mostly blue there. But if I kick it over, then you're getting the different colors. And then again, when the thrusters kick in, you get the super bright white. Let me rearrange the lights here, and then so you can see a little bit better on the actual model itself. Pull my filter down. The backdrop I'm using is just a piece of foam core that I painted to look like space, which works out kind of neat for doing these when I do the sci-fi models. Give it a little spin here. Basically, I did the engines and did a basic cockpit lighting, which I'll have to rearrange to show. And even then, for the amount of detail in the cockpit you can see, once it's all put in and the pilot put in, I probably went more than what was needed. You just can't really see a whole lot of the cockpit lighting and cockpit detail once the canopy's on and the pilot's in. But let's see if we can manipulate this around so you can see in there. If not, I'll put some stills up. I'll put some stills up anyway, but let's see if we can get in there. Yeah. Trying to work on our focus here. You can see the Dratus there in the front of the cockpit. And some of the lights going on. I originally had a red, green, blue color change in there, but again, once I started putting everything together, I realized that, you're just not going to see it. So I kind of just backtracked out and put some white LED tape in there to light up all the little knobs and called it done. The pilot is pretty basic. I rounded out the hole for him a little bit so that I could change his view. Again, I'll show stills, it'll show it a little better. I turn his head to one side so he was kind of looking out through the large window there. One option and possibility there for you guys is to cast the head in clear, and if you do, you can put an SMD down inside of there and then paint it up, a light block it, and you could have the actual helmet lights that the Viper pilot helmets had. I guess it was the force field to keep the for the pressure suit. If I build this kit again, that's what I will be doing that, and I will also take and cast the gun in clear and doing the same thing. Here, I'll move the lights up here a little better. Cast the gun in the clear resin with a SMD embedded in it. You can light block it and just paint it, and then have your red flasher to flash the guns. When I mounted it, see if it's, I might have to move the camera for this. Oh, I guess I can get it in there if I don't drop it first. I went to the front of the hole provided for the stand. Let me turn on some more lights here. And it's tail heavy there. I think we need to go to at least the back of the hole to balance it out a little bit more, if not a little bit further. Another issue is all the pieces come together and mount to each other right here in this same spot inside the model. So I had to cut away quite a bit to make clearance for the rod and the wires. Because your front half of the fuselage slides in there, the engine intakes all snap onto that point. The bottom comes in and the engine mounts, the whole rear assembly. It all meets up in that one spot, right where the rod needs to go. So it's a little bit difficult. Like I say, you can move the post a little further back. Probably help with the balance. Like I said, this is a little bit tail heavy, so it tends to want to tilt downhill a little bit. Because my table, obviously my table's not level either. Old car table's seen better days. Yeah, that wants to kind of swing downhill because it's a little tail heavy. I basically just have one switch on it for the to turn the thrusters off and on. So I'll just unplug it when I'm not using it. I may go ahead and put an extra power switch in it eventually. Right now I'm just running it on the 6-volt power supply because that's what I had. It's probably enough, but eventually I'll grab a 9-volt for it. Then we get a little bit more brightness out of the engines, especially the chase lights. We'll get a little better brightness from those. Of course, the thrusters are already about as bright as they need to be, but they could stand to be a little brighter too. So eventually I'll grab a 9-volt power supply to put on there. Well, that's about it, guys. I mean, other than dealing with the lighting, the kit went together really well. So I didn't go with the stock paint scheme. Well, kind of the stock paint scheme, but not the lettering, and I didn't do the classic red stripes, and I didn't do the red stripe down the top of the nose. Actually, there's a gray one on there. because I just wanted it to look a little different than everybody else's. So there it is. I'll put some pictures up at the end like always. And I got it on a, see if I can, not too much trouble. I just have it on a large Polar Lights dome base, which seemed to be about the right size for it. So that's it for the Battlestar Galactica Viper from the original series by Moebius. Hope you enjoyed watching the video, and we'll see you on the next one. I'm going to try to get the Stearman done before the end of the year. I've started on it. I picked up some paint for it today, and I'm going to try to sneak it in before the end of the year, but if not, it'll be the first finished build of the next year. So this is either the last build or the next to the last build of 2015. So if I don't talk to you before then, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Festivus, Happy New Year. Happy Friday Night Lights, happy happy Not Dead in the Morning, whatever you're happy for. I want to share the happiness with you, so